cool cats and kittens. It's Carole at Big Cat Rescue, and that little itty bitty tiger down there, all the way at the end of the vacation rotation enclosure, is Hoover Tiger getting his evening meal because he didn't eat this morning. We've been so busy, I just haven't even had a chance to watch the Explore cameras to see how he's been doing on his vacation. Hey Deb and Leslie and Pam and Patricia. Tell you what, Barb, yep, you're one of them. Pauline, I just got through going over the phone to action results with Jen. And those are the people who make the Call of the Wild. And so it tracks every time that you've made the Call of the Wild. And I was looking at the top performers, the people who have made the most calls of the wild. We ask people to make that call every week. And of course, the names that I'm seeing right here are so many of the names I just read over there. So that's really nice to know. I recognized a lot of our group moderators on that list. Really appreciate that. We're struggling so to try and figure out how to get people more involved so that they make the Call of the Wild. And we're looking at doing a thing that service can do with Facebook so that people never have to leave Facebook to make the call or to send an email while they're on Facebook. So we're going to see whether or not we can do that. Depends on the cost. It's worth any amount of money if we can actually get people to do it. I get inundated with people calling me and emailing me and asking me to stop some horrible abuse that they saw on Facebook. And most of the time, those situations are happening in countries where we have, well, we don't have police power anywhere, but we don't have police power especially in China and Thailand and Korea and all those kinds of places, Latin America. And so there's not a whole lot that we can do. And it frustrates people because they think that they're just going to pick up the phone and I'm going to fix it for them. And I can't do that because the U.S. has such a bad reputation as far as allowing people to have big cats in their backyards. Even most of those countries that do horrible things don't do something that stupid. So we got to clean up our own mess before we have any kind of credibility on the larger international stage. That's why it's so important to get this bill passed. I apologize for being so late tonight. I'm not seeing any cats. I think I missed most of the evening meds. I didn't want to walk up on Hoover and take a chance of him not eating, since he didn't eat well this morning. And for those who are concerned about the rehab Bobcats, they're getting extra food and they're getting dead food too, so there's no chance of their food escaping them, so that we can make sure that they stay all fat and sassy. I saw that little shamrock this morning just shivering after she was apparently up all night long playing. And so this morning, by the time day broke, she was sitting up on her shelf, not in her nice den full of hay, instead up there on the platform shivering, and it just wanted me to take my coat out there and put it over her, but she would not have liked that. Priya had a big day. We were here with a film crew early in the morning, and Afton came up with a great idea of giving her a pumpkin. Did you get a pumpkin? Was it fun? I bet there's nothing but little shards of it left in her pool. And the birds are trying to get to it. Are you Ibis eating that? There's the leftovers of the pumpkin. Man, I'm walking right into the sun. I can't see a thing. There goes Bill. Bill the heron. Little squirrel up on top of Gabrielle's cage. Where are all you cats? Where are the cats? Can't show that cat. That's a witness protection cat. But you're not. Artemis is not. It's like, oh shoot, you saw me. I got the funniest video yesterday of Armani's tail, just her tail. Looked like a cobra the way it was flitting and dancing about. Gotta post that. Yeah, we gotta post that. I went live yesterday from the Bobcat rehab area and wasn't thinking that I was going to do that because we were so busy. We were working till, gosh, it must have been close to 8 o'clock last night because we had to move Aphrodite into cage number 4 and Noelle from cage number 1 to cage number 3, and then we had to go in with Clover and Lucky, who were in cage number 2, and give them their booster shots, and then we had to go get Shamrock and put her in cage number 1. And just as they were bringing her in, I thought, you know what, I could go live with this, and so I whipped out my phone and went live. But unfortunately, I forgot to tell Luana I was going live, so there wasn't anybody to be answering your questions, and because I was in rehab, I couldn't talk, so I had to keep it quiet. But it went well. She was really freaked out at first. I think she's probably never seen so much sunlight in her whole life. She's seen plenty of people because she was, when she was found, abandoned by her mother, she was completely surrounded by a bunch of people at the park that ended up calling for Wildlife Inc. to come out and rescue her. And then she's been in their rehab facilities. And so she was accustomed to being handled by people because she had to be bottle raised. And then coming here, she went into our cat hospital for 2 days where it was pretty quiet. And then there's a squirrel in Rise's favorite spot. Are you king of the hill right now, Mr. Squirrel? Yeah, there's a cougar right underneath you. Right underneath that hill, there's a cougar. Don't go down in the den. It could be a bad idea. But she hung like upside down on the cage. I've never seen a cat do that except for Sundari when she was a kitten. I've never seen a bobcat do it. But as soon as we were all gone, she was having a blast. She was running and playing with her toys and digging in the grass. Hey, Manny. Oop. Yeah, that sunlight is like right behind you. Can we come around on the other side here? Where are you gonna go? You wanna show me your other cage? Sure, come on over here. Nope. Sarah, what does Tess want? Tess thinks there's something wrong with Shamrock. Like what? They were just out there feeding. Eddie, that is terrifying that there's only 35 Scottish Wildcats left. Karen, your name was a name that I saw on the frequent caller list for the Call of the Wild, so thank you very much. Check on her foot. Okay, we will do that. Her hip or leg or something. Is she limping? Alright, well I'm going to sign off and see what's going on with Shamrock.